What is up, guys? You'll do us harm here today. And today I have for you a video about how to farm peaches in Celestial Basin as fast as possible. So I'm going to go over some tips and tricks and different things you can do to go ahead and farm these faster. Anyway, first things first, the peaches reward for quest scales based on how many peaches you have, which I know seems a little weird, so let me try and break it down. The more peaches you have, um, the more mob killing quests you're going to get. So instead of killing 10, it's going to be kill 15 or kill 20 or kill 25. And then this is going to therefore increase your peaches reward for quests. So from my own observations, what I've seen is that it's got a sort of pseudo-like tier system. So at around 5,000 peaches, 10,000 peaches, and 20,000 peaches, you're going to start to notice that your mob killing quests are going to have increased number of mobs, and then in turn increased number of peaches for rewards. So I'd recommend staying above 10,000 peaches at all times whenever you're going for farming here. That way when you cash out, you'll still be able to earn your peaches back faster next time you come around. So yeah, try and keep yourself above 10,000 peaches after you make your purchases to expedite your peach farming process. So with that being said, the more mob killing quests you get, the higher your odds are of pulling a ×2 or a ×3 on a mob killing quest. It's going to net you a lot more peaches than it would before. So you want to try and keep those high peach numbers. Um, as far as questing goes, you're going to be wanting to look for your times whatever peaches quest. So I've seen it go from anywhere from ×2 up to ×5. I actually got a ×5 in this video, I think, right there. 207 times 5. So what you want to do is you want to prioritize this quest unless it's something absurd like killing 30 of the battle priests. You're going to be there for 25, 30 minutes going ahead and killing those unless you're super high gear level. So you're going to want to just go ahead and do the times whatever quest. A lot of times it's just going to be a ×2 on going and getting a flower or something. So don't worry about it too much if you have to go for it. But if they are reasonable, you do want to pick these up because like it is a double boost or whatever. And then, like I said before, the more peaches that you have, the more peaches rewards you're going to get. So the more beneficial that this ×2 or ×3 is going to be. So things you should be looking out for easy quests for that is you want to be looking out for quests that are in the East Ritual Dig Site. All the mobs in there have like 70,000 health. They're easy to burst down with just about any class. You can group them together, AoE them down. It's really, really easy inside of there. So those quests are super easy, and the boss at the end isn't that hard as well for most classes. Another one is the Watch Shaymin, which are over in this area right here, actually where I am, where these thrashers are hanging out. You're going to want to go ahead and kill those too. They only have a 0.5 second, so half a second stun. And no other CC besides that. So if your class has something that blocks projectiles like Assassin, Force Master, Summoner, you can just walk up to a cluster of them and go ahead and burst them all down. They're super easy to group together. They like to follow you, so if you just run a circle around and then they'll all follow you and throw up your resist projectile and go ahead and knock it out. The gathering and killing one enemy quests, like I was saying before, they're usually worth 25 peaches. They're super easy to knock out. And when you're trying to finish off a set, which I'll talk about later, finishing through your set of quests, they're usually a good way to go ahead and do that. Another one that is super useful is the Activate Pillar quest. So if you get one that says Activate the West Amarok Pillar or something like that, activating that pillar gives you one of 3 random buffs. You either get 15% crit chance increase, you get a 150 attack power boost, or a 15% movement speed boost. So those are super cool quests that you should go ahead and pick up. A thing to note on those, though, is if you enter one of the dungeons, or if you switch channels, or if you leave Celestial Basin, you lose that buff. So make sure you do it as a last quest if you were going to go into a dungeon, or if you plan on staying outside of dungeons or not switching channels for a while in the Celestial Basin, that is when you do that quest. So save that quest for them. Next, so you see we're in one of the events now that happen. They are 10-minute long events, which I've gone over before. This is when you use your treasure room key if you have one, and you have to use it during an event, so we'll say that now. I don't have one, so I can't show you. I apologize. But what you're looking for these is you're looking for quests that overlap during this. So as you see during this one, I've got killed 5 berserkers and gather their teeth, and then I've got killed 10 berserkers and gather their something. So I'm getting double duty on these quests as I go around. So you definitely, if you have an overlapping quest like that, make sure you do it. But in general, you should be doing these event quests regardless, because they do offer about 2 to 3 times the peach reward of a typical quest on the same nature. So you want to be doing these event quests. As far as killing the boss goes, it's something that you really don't need to prioritize. The reward case usually has 10,000 experience and a potion. It's nothing too impressive at all. The drop rate for Evolve Stones is incredibly small. It's not something that you want to say, oh, I'll keep farming these bosses and I'll get it, because odds are low on you actually pulling that. Anyway, for me, I've killed probably about 40 or 50 of them and it hasn't dropped one, so it's nothing to look forward to as far as killing. However, if your channel is full and they are bursting down the boss really quick, go ahead and pick up the free experience and the free whatever. But if it's something that's going to take 5 minutes, 6 minutes, because it's you and 4 other guys, it's not worth your time. So now I'd mentioned earlier about cycling your quests. So say you get one which like kill 30 of the armored Zamoraks or something like that, where you have to kill mobs with 800,000 health, and you don't want to have to deal with 30 of those and take 20 minutes of your time. Even though if it is a ×2 or a ×3. What you want to do is you want to try and cycle your quests as quickly as possible. So usually you're going to get 2 super easy quests that are just involving killing like 1 mob or 2 mobs, or going and gathering a flower or something like that. Use those quests to reset your list quickly. Don't try and farm the mobs thinking, even though I'll get 119 peaches if I kill 25 with a Shaymin. It's not worth the effort. You're just going to cycle it again, and you're going to try and get one of the easier quests that I've listed before, that's actually going to be listed on the screen in this video, so go back and rewind to that point and check it out. That's what you're looking for. Those quests at ×2s and ×3s and ×4s. If you're not getting them, it's going to be long grind fests for those, so you just want to go reset the list and go again, reset the list and go again. A lot of the quests in the dungeons are pretty easy, so any of the dungeons are pretty good ones. Like I said, the Shaymin are pretty easy ones. Yeah, I've got them already in the video. I'll put a whole list of the easy ones out that you're looking for ×whatevers. But anyway, that is basically my tips on how to farm Celestial Peaches as fast as possible. Doing this, you're going to be looking at about 5, 6, 7,000 peaches an hour, depending on how lucky you get with your timeses. But you're no way you're going to get less than 5,000. It's really, I mean, I got 5,000 right at the start. I'm doing this in about 35, 40 minutes using this method from 0. So, and if you have more peaches, like I said before, it's going to be even more. So anyway, I hope you found this useful, guys. If you did, please leave a like. I got a lot of other great stuff on the channel. I got a general overview to Celestial Basin video. I'll put a little link in that right now. But this is a lot more in depth than that video, so really watching this one's plenty for it. So anyway, I'll see you at the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.